Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning back, welcome back, my beautiful, amazing Soul Tribe family. I'm really glad that you are here. Hopefully, all is well. Hopefully, you're in a good high frequency. That is always my prayer for myself and you, so that we come in, just collecting the information, sifting through it, if you will, praying about it, meditating on it to determine and or decipher what we need to keep and what we need to just let be. Let it be, right? It is what it is. Going with the flow, letting yourself know by way of being tapped in what you need to keep and what you need to let go will always be your best personal attribute, at least in my own spiritual experience. Listen, I always recommend that you discern, that you intuitively feel for yourself. As I channel this energy, just know it is a collective general energy check. So listen, if you're new, I recommend that you take a look at some of the other videos. Maybe they will make sense as it relates to this video. There's always a lot going on in spiritual court. Needless to say, I am eternally grateful that I get to be here one good spiritual court case again. Here we are. Let's be friends. Beautiful angels. Come on in. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. Ooh, immigration, illegal immigration. It came up in the reverse. We're going to take it in the upright because I don't really think it matters. I think this is an immigration situation. Green card. Oh, God bless me. I just felt the need to sneeze. Woo. Oh, somebody could be saying Hail Mary, Mother of Grace. I don't know why I felt that. Catholicism. Something like that. Somebody could be praying. Okay. I just felt like that bless you, that sneeze was connected to the reading. Absolutely. I don't know why. I just do. I will stick with it. We'll see what happens, what comes out. This says passport, green card, no papers, illegal occupation, being somewhere that you're not supposed to be. So this could be something political. This could have something to do with what is going on in the world as it relates to people now needing to be nationalized. A lot of people were under this weird ass illusion that this was only resonating with Latino, Hispanic people. Okay. No, it's absolutely going a step further. I don't know if African Americans know, but according to the Constitution, which it appears as though Donald Trump now wants to revert back to a clause by way of free rights as it relates to citizenship that could absolutely debunk and or reject a lot of African Americans from proving or creating legal issues even of having spiritual protection as it relates to the physical world. And when I mean spiritual protection, I mean, if you're going to get nationalized, you got to know what you're signing up for. You're basically telling a country that you want to be back connected to them. It's like reinstating your contract after you broke a generational curse spiritually. Does that make sense? It's giving that kind of energy. So a lot of people need to really wake up. There's layers to it, but it's all spiritual based. When I mean spiritually forfeiting your contract, I mean by way of nationalizing yourself. I know a lot of like African Americans right now are running around trying to get nationalized, meaning they need to prove their citizenship so that they don't lose rights in the United States of America. Well, I don't think it's going to go the way people think, but we're going to tap into the energy. Okay. Right now it's about where your faith lies is what I just heard. I might put this in the memberships because I feel like this is going to go too deep. Clarify illegal immigration, toil and labor, a worker, toil and labor. Somebody could be illegally working in the country. Okay. Without a green card, without a passport, without no papers. They've been successful. Somebody's created a really good business. This could be generational wealth. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. They've worked. They've created some form of a blessing in this country. Good news about money with the Page of Pentacles. Also, children who are born into the country who have parents who are not from this country. Okay. It is not isolated. Again, I repeat, to Latino, Hispanic descent. People need to wake up. You got a lot of people that were here from Nigeria that had issues and so on and so on. But for those African Americans, again, I need to restate that basically there is an opportunity for you to reinstate a contract with the United States as a citizen. For those of you that see that from a physical level, okay, I get it. You don't want legal problems in this country. For those of you that see it from an understanding spiritual perspective, it's almost like we broke a deal with the devil. Now you got people wanting to get back in bed with the devil. They don't want to be free thinkers. They don't want to be in this world without having the rights of the United States, okay? Or not having legal problems, if you will. Needless to say, you got the Queen of Swords in the upright. Clarify illegal immigration. What's going on here? Somebody's here illegally. They could be concerned. King of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. This could represent the president. He's a Gemini, isn't he? He's coming off as a King of Swords in the reverse, standing his ground about something. Illegal immigration. Clarify this person. Yeah, justice. Okay, big Libran energy. Something about adjudication, something about the Supreme Court, something about passing laws is what I just heard. So King of Swords in the reverse could represent the president, okay? And justice. Clarify illegal immigration. Why is that here in spiritual court? You got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Something about reckless behavior. Okay, impulsively doing something real quick. Clarify, who are these people? King of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be business owners. This could be people from different countries that have absolutely established a life and they've been successful in the United States. I can't make it up. With the Eight of Pentacles, that's like toil and labor, putting in work to gain a victory, only to watch it all be wiped away. You got some people impulsively, possibly shutting down businesses. Okay. Some of these people have been in the country for 20, 30 years, something like that. And then you have these children. Some type of communication is coming in. This could be correspondence. This could be a notice. This could be a warning. This could be something in the mail. This could be somebody needing to provide some type of documentation. Eight of Wands could be communication, written and or verbal, or maybe both. Yeah, something can't be overturned. This is like a real strict legal hand, y'all, in the affairs of people. Okay, something like that. Clarify illegal immigration. I just heard New York, Los Angeles, Oakland, Florida, Miami, Florida. Something like that. The Lovers and the Knight of Cups. You got people that could have established a family in the States, created children. Something about amnesty of the children. How is this going to play out? Amnesty. Okay. Knight of Cups and the Lovers. Yeah, you got people from other countries that could have got married to American people. I don't know why I just thought about the lady from Housewives of, is it Atlanta? Portia, who married the African guy, Kapadia, whatever his name is, or whatever his name is. I don't know why I just thought about them. So this could be people that could have joined into unions to get their citizenship. Something like that. Yeah, like befriending people to get their papers. Clarify, or legally being married to people. You got the High Priestess here. So the spiritual community is chiming in on this from a spiritual aspect. We are not of the laws of this land. Neither do we want to reinstate our deals with the devil. Hell to the no. You got the Nine of Cups. Something about the spirit realm is trumping anything that is going on in the world. Pun intended, trumping. That means that from a spiritual standpoint, we see things quite differently. Okay. I just heard built off the backs of the slaves. Ooh, the men that were supposed to be the free men, the Freemasonry. Something could be significant with Freemasonry. Show me the spiritual community. Spiritual community. Yeah, somebody could be praying for the children. The children are giving them some form of a victory, something like that. The Three of Cups, celebrating the children. Okay, clarify illegal immigration. Holy Spirit, something about being across the waters or out of the country, or somebody might need to travel across a body of water. Okay, whatever this represents with the Six of Swords, the moon. There's something secret here that's going on. What's this illegal immigration? Somebody's doing magic. Somebody could be doing moon magic over the judicial system. Okay, you got the spiritual community that is not playing with whatever this is. Okay, wherever anybody is from, if it's not from here, if they were born here, doesn't matter. Somebody is saying we built this with the toil and labor, Eight of Pentacles. It's like built off the backs of people who really created some type of stability for not just themselves, but for Americans. Okay, clarify the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's taking impulsive action and it's going to lead to a backfire. Okay, with the Tower in the reverse. Who is this person? Who's this person with the Tower in the reverse? Something about the truth being exposed. Okay, so there's a lot going on. You got people that married to be in the country. Somebody married for their citizenship. There's contracts being reviewed. There's paperwork. There's adjudication. There's the legal system. I feel like justice represents ICE. I don't know why I feel like they represent ICE. Okay, clarify justice and illegal immigration. I just heard running into some problems, running into some problems. See, they weren't ready for the spiritual aspects of this, the spiritual ramifications. You got people that are saying, I'm not going back no damn where. I built my life here with blood, sweat, and tears. I've been victorious in this country. They're standing their ground with the Queen of Swords. This is a spiritual community. The Two of Swords, yeah, these people ain't gonna be able to locate certain people on the spiritual level. They're not playing. Okay, people are listen. I'm going to yeah, I'm going to finish this reading in the extended. Overall energy, y'all, we're about to get into something really deep, and I know there's going to be controversy around it. Again, this is not feeding any racist narratives in the media. I don't really get into that. We're going to see this from the eyes of spirit, from the position of spirit. And what I see is something really interesting happening here on a spiritual level. So I will see y'all in the extended reading. Okay, what are we at? 12, 12, 12. Let's make it even. 12, 12. That's a good number. Okay, as I clear out these cards and we go into the extended, I'll see you there. Peace be with you.